110. Here's Simon. Scoop pass. Cross court. Grabbed by Grant. Drills a three.
Over his last several games. But he's going to rely on his numbers over his career as a Blazer overall instead of just the last few weeks.
Boy, a match of two guys that just grind in the paint. Duren and Klingon here tonight on the inbound. Is Duren who slaps it away. Up the floor, here he comes, chops his steps, and he comes. Two-hand jam.
Stuck his tongue out.
In defensive rating, 112 opponent points per 100 possessions. Teardrop on the way. That's Ant Simons to break the ice. Blazers within 5. Duren up top. Off it comes here to Cunningham, strolls into the lane, scoops, and scores.
Yeah, smooth, just rolls at his own pace.
He anticipates, reads, does his homework before the game. Cunningham trying to dislodge himself from Grant. It's a step back.
Best teammate anyone could ever ask for. Dave Twardzik absolutely loved Bill and just had so many glowing things to say about it. It was nice to have him on the show.
Great work. Thanks so much, Brooke. And really enjoyed the conversation. He has done for a number of years with great success. 14 years in the league, Tobias Harris. Here
Wait, the foul baiting or just scoring the ball?
The foul baiting,
okay.
going to work. Oh. Here's Sharp. He'll take it strong. Goes right at Duren and scores on a foul.
Tamani's already shown you his on-the-ball defense against Cunningham. Just trying to make life difficult. Good players like Cunningham will still find ways to score at some point. As Shaden pops back for the two. So it's not like you get in there, take away one thing, and then he's stuck. That should count.
It does. After the timeout, Scoot Henderson with a mid-range. A hopper from Harris.
Before the season, with an emphasis on shooting at a higher level.
Stewart with a beautiful spin move going to the offhand. Daryl Dawkins, that was a terrific Philadelphia team you guys beat.
It certainly was, and they had World Beat Free, and they were just the team that was put together like they do now, putting together a slew of stars. And so that was his personality. Bill just was a competitor, and he wanted to win. So it wasn't Jack telling us that made Bill do it. It was who Bill was. We were setting up, and I was looking at the arena and said, my one regret is not having an opportunity to come back here and coach the Blazers. I lost out to Nate McMillan, shot up over somebody's hand and got my shot blocked. I was getting yelled at by everybody on the team. Pass the ball to the open man.
Beasley into the lane, heaves one up and in. Adding some veterans to this team, the right mix to go with this young core.
Well, we have all these. What a dunk.
Well,
what a finish.
On a scale of 10, Lionel, what do you give that one?
Hey, it was a great story, but Bill always had a way, once he quit playing, of embellishing stories. He was at my house. It started out, we ended the game.
35 wins and counting. A game back in Indiana coming into tonight's play in the East. And 5 up on Atlanta, more importantly, for that play-in spot. Here's Simon, steps back and hits it.
Donovan, Shaden both know you're playing with the knowledge of having 3 fouls. And coaches will tell their players, you got to be smarter at that time.
With envy. Watching with envy.
He can hate watch this.
Jeremy Grant has found that 3 to his liking tonight. 4 of 6 for JG, trying to bust out. Grant off the screen, slithers into the lane to the glass. That's rejected, tipped out, and Kamara will retrieve it. He'll knife in, finds Scoot, he elevates for 3. Got it, nothing but corn on that baby. And the Blazers are within 5.
And because both Dwap and he went to that ball, there was nobody there to box out.
Cunningham, time running down, and just did get rid of it. Rim high for the jam.
That's smooth. And Harris won that battle to get possession before delivering the pass.
Harris with 7 boards. Outside, Simons a 3. Came up short. Nice grab by Kamara. Reloads to Jeremy for 3. Got another one, Jeremy Grant. Sharp's 3 is off. Up come the Pistons. Hardaway into front court. Feeding it to Asar Thompson. Klingon got a piece of that when it comes off the high glass, but Duren grabs a loose ball away from Simons.
In the time before, the Pistons were in a really good set. They had Harris down low. It looked like a one-on-one against Tumani. On that weak side, they're getting movement to keep the help defense shifted. So once again,
Grant switches off into Cunningham. Now they get a switch here. They're going to punch Simons off the screen. And Cunningham drills and triple, his second of the night, to give him 20 points. Duren leaves it off to Cunningham, trying to shake Kamara. Duren comes over to screen. Kamara plays above the screen. Up top, two-man play, and Cunningham couldn't have played it any better. The lob to Duren for a flush.
But he wouldn't take the bait. He said he had taken the podcast vaccine, and he wasn't going to do podcast.
And your uncle not invited, obviously. Grant knocks down a triple. And
there we go.
He's snapping out of it. Bill Walton, the media guy.
Yeah.
He started with the great Ralph Lawler down in San Diego on the Clipper the old Clipper broadcast.
Yeah.
This type of situation for Detroit really shows some of the value in having Schroeder, as Cunningham just goes right by. Kev, what I was going to say is
they have a 19-6 advantage in fast break points. Schroeder, the pull-up, knocks down the cast.
There he goes, even if it's not a...
Detroit shooting 54% from the field tonight, 33% on 8 of 24 from 3. The Blazers shooting 38% from the field. Simons a step back. Yes, sir. Simons' third three-point hit of the night.
Was having to lock and trail, and too much space was created.
Detroit bench has been powerful again tonight. Simons into the lane, goes right into the chest of Fontecchio, looking for an and one, and he may get it. Simons swings over to Walker. In he comes. Power glide. Double pump. No. Keeps it alive. 3 attempts at it, and he scores.
He's a big-time rebounder, especially when that ball's right there in front of his face.
In low. Harris on the post-up. Again draws Simons. He'll turn and lay it up and in. Harris stands 6'8", and he's got all the post moves.
Yeah.
In 16 tonight and counting. Racing down into the paint is Simons. New dribbles from Klingon. Donovan will screen. Simons will shoot, and he scores. Gets new dribbles. Bobs, weaves. It ends up in Simons' hands. Off-balance three won't go. Rebound tipped by Harris. Controlled. Long outlet pass. Getting under it, Schroeder swoops in and scores with a scoop.
Blazers seeking for ways to get offense down here.
Simons coming off a Klingon screen. A 15-footer straight away is good. They're just leaning on Ant tonight.
Yeah.
A bit of movement, but not egregious. I don't know if it reaches that level.
Good hand.
Defensive play. Banton reaches in, pokes it free. Walker back to Banton into the lane. One-on-one on Simons. He'll peel out and hold for the possession. Giving it to a cutter. Trailing is Harris. Leans in and scores. Kareem got victimized a lot by the Blazers.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Here comes Cunningham off a screen into the lane. Makes contact with Reed. It is Duren who grabs the board and redirects it, laid it in. Checked by Thompson. Gets a screen from Reed. Scoot into the lane to the glass. He'll challenge Duren with the left hand. Laid it in. Brilliant play by Scooter. Taking his time in the paint. Still a two-possession deal. Kamara will screen in backcourt. Simons up the floor. Schroeder races at him. Simons will accelerate right to the cup to lay it up and in.
Yeah, that was Schroeder's fault. But once Anthony got the step on him, he never gave it back. And Detroit was not sure whether or not Schroeder was going to be able to catch back up in the play. Nobody did enough to stop Anthony.
Harris finds Simons, and there was no help at all. Grant with it, trying to fight off Schroeder. Now they're hunting the smaller player with Grant in deep. Outside, he throws to Reith. Come on, Big Daddy. Yes, sir. Big Daddy unleashes a triple. His first hit of the night.
2 plays in a row. We saw height win out. For Detroit, it was Harris's height over Anthony. That time, it was JG's height over Schroeder, drawing the help, leading to the 3.
Schroeder bores his way inside and hits a flaring step back running right-hander. 5-point Detroit lead with 2 minutes left in the fourth. Now Simons operating again, sees 2. Wraparound pass to Reith. Now to Sharp up the floor into the lane. Glides by Duren and laid it in.
They're looking for a 3. That would make the most sense to look for it if it's there.
Simons with it. Checked by Schroeder. One-on-one into the lane. Lean back. Scores on the run.
Contributions from other guys. It's a reason. We got a chance to see firsthand tonight why they're in the situation that they're in with this